G'day guys, well today I'm going to do some repair work and upgrades to the WLToys 12428C that I recently rebuilt. This truck was a total bare shell. For over a year it was just sitting there as a bare chassis because after I had this for a while I ended up trashing it down at the local BMX track with a friend of mine and blew all the diffs out, and then I transplanted the ESC that was in it and the servo into an ATV that I got, a Feiyu ATV bike. So this one was just laying around, but recently I bought a few months ago I bought a brand new 540 can motor, brushed of course, and the original ESC just there. But with the diffs, I locked them, and they seemed to work for a little while, but after a few runs, I went bashing with a friend of mine, took some of my trucks out, and we both ran some trucks. I ran this one, and this one here is just totally shot now. The front diffs, as you can see, only one spins on the front. It's basically like a one-wheel drive vehicle. So, as you can see, you know, they're not locked anymore. This one spins them all, but so basically all the power's going to that rear wheel here, and the rest are just basically no drive at all. So I ended up buying some upgraded metal diffs on eBay. Here they are. Here they just arrived today, literally half an hour ago. So they're upgraded metal diffs. They didn't cost much at all. I can't remember the prices, but like something like $5 Australian if you shop, you know, and look around. Same with the back one. I think that was like $11. So you can see they're metal diffs. They're not plastic. So that's what I'm going to do today, guys. I'm going to repair and rebuild this 12428 rock racer and get it back on the road. So hopefully I can get the full power out of this 540, because this thing used to really haul ass when I first got it. I used to race my mates' nitro trucks on the road drag race, and this thing used to get a big jump on them for at least 50 odd meters, and then the nitros would pass them up at around 80 meters or so. So pretty good little truck, and I'm going to get into it. So, you know, you just need basic tools, just your basic, tools here. That's all you basically need. I've even got a little magnet torch here that my brother actually gave me. So just in case I drop any screws or whatever. I'm in the shed today. I've got some oil here for the bearings. Might as well do all the wheel cups, you know, and, oil those bearings as well. Well, I might even open up these diffs and grease them, because usually they don't really pack much grease in them. So anyway, I'm going to get into it, and hopefully by the end of it she'll be running really good. But anyway, I'm going to take off this diff first, the rear diff. So I just got to undo these linkages here and the two on the top. Then I can take that out and I'll open up this rear diff and replace it with this full diff and axle. That's how this one comes. So I'll do that first, and then I'll work on the front. Okay, I got the rear diff out, guys. It just splits in two halves there, as you can see. So as you can see here, here's the diff I locked, and it's got a plastic main gear on there, and I've got the new one here, which is metal. So this one doesn't come with all the bearings and these little bushes, so all I have to do is just swap those over, take them off this original one, the bearing here and this bush, and then put them onto the new one. But before I install the new one, I might open this up, the diff center up, and apply a bit of grease in there, because usually these companies don't put much grease in there. So I'm going to add my own, and then put this rear diff in, and then work onto the front. Alright, so I transferred all the bearings over. I actually did open up, I took the ring gear off the diff, and there was a little bit of grease in there, but I wasn't too happy with it, so I dabbed a bit in there myself. And while I was at it, all these bearings, each and every one of them, these two here and the other two, I oiled up with some of this 3-in-1 multi-purpose oil. So everything's all lubed up, nice and smooth. So this diff is ready to go back in. I just got to put this other half on, bolt that up, and work on the front one. So rear diff is in. As you can see, it's much smoother, even at the slightest touch. So beautiful new diff. And you can see once the drive shaft comes into play from the motor, instant, it's full drive. So alright, onto the front one. Okay, same deal with the front. Just disassembled the front diff. I've got it in half there. I'm going to replace it with this metal one. I'm going to do the same. Take that main spider gear off, or ring gear off, and then just check the grease inside and all those new bearings up and reinstall. Should be good to go, guys. Just have to reinstall it and put the wheels on. Give it a test run. Alright guys, well the 12428 is put back together now. It's all metal driven, so full drive once again. So all that's left is to test it out. So I got rid of those crappy plastic diffs, and we've got some metal ones in there now. You can actually hear they are metal. So I'm going to throw a battery in this thing in the back, and we'll give it a blast around the yard, see how it goes. I put a little LiPo in there. It's actually out of the Q901 WLToys. I know it's got about 80 or 90%. As you can see, full drive again. I'm going to try to film this by holding the little tripod, not dropping it with my phone. So as you can see, goes pretty hard again on the 540 like it used to. So there you go, awesome. So, quick test. Got the power back in its wheels, like it did when I bought it. Alright guys, well that's the 12428C, the old WLToys. Got all new parts in it now, everything. New metal diffs as I showed you in this video, new ESC, receiver combo, and the new 540 motor. So thanks for watching, catch you on the next one.